hello. Welcome back to Meet Someone Who. Today I have my cousin Ryan on the pod. What's up, Rye?
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, anytime. I feel like I've been wanting to do this one for a while. I think we have a lot to talk about. You thought we didn't have anything to talk about. I think we did.
There's some stuff.
There's some stuff we can talk about. Well, your episode is Meet Someone Who is 12 years sober. For someone who's only 35, how old are you, 34?
I just turned 36 this year.
36. For someone who's 36, that's kind of a big, huge 1/3 of your life. Actually, hold on, do the math. Check out the math. That's 1/3 of your life. I think. 36? Yeah, okay. Wow. That's a big deal.
Yes. So I got sober right when I turned 24.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And it's kind of cool because I've been sober now more years than I spent drinking.
Which can get a little, I feel like, when do you think you started drinking? Like, around what age? Because for me, I was like 15, I think, when I had one of my other cousins bought me beers first.
Not me.
So, no, you weren't the very first one. It was that weird girl Vita. Mm-hmm. Her she had an older friend that bought us liquor. Anyway.
So how old are you in the 8th grade?
Damn. 13? 12, 13?
Yeah, around there. I don't know if you know this story.
Yeah, please.
So I was like really into basketball.
I remember that.
I was going to be a WNBA player.
Period.
And I was going to high school, and they do like a senior night. So all the middle schools go to the high school basketball varsity game, and you go on the court, and it's this big deal to get like introduced into going into freshman year.
Okay, cute.
And let's just say I showed up, and I showed out. I was sitting next to one of my friend's moms. The next thing you know, I'm like leaning over on her. I'm throwing up. Everybody thinks I have food poisoning. They rushed me to the restroom, throwing up, vomiting.
What do you remember what you were drinking? Like just straight?
Clear handle bottle of vodka. I don't know. My mom kept it in the cabinet.
Yeah.
Under the sink in grandma's little house.
And you just went for it?
Yeah, me and my other friend, we were supposed to both be drinking. I don't think she was actually drinking though, or maybe I just drank too much.
Were you the like, not the bad influence, but was it your idea? Like, fuck it, I just found this big ass thing of.
I wish I remembered that moment of what happened, but I think it was like, oh, it's fun.
We're like, ooh, what are we gonna do? Yeah, okay.
We're gonna drink a little.
Yeah. Damn, 8th grade. I'm trying to think like.
Whoa, it gets worse. So I end up in the restroom.
Yeah.
In an ambulance, they're pumping my stomach. Yeah. So when we talk about first experiences, that was
damn
8th grade.
You just chugged that shit then.
Yeah.
Damn. That's fucking. I didn't know that. I don't know if I knew that.
I got suspended probably 3 days, but it was already like the end of the school year.
And that was at like the ceremony to pass off to high school.
To go into high school.
Yeah.
So I already started off on a bad foot.
Yeah.
Going into high school. So my basketball dreams were crushed. And
geez, so all through high school, I'm assuming you were just drinking all the time.
When I think back, I think like here and there, yeah. I was drinking. Yeah. I tried to get into like the little drugs and stuff. I tried to smoke weed.
Yeah.
Just nothing really stuck with me like other
like
than
drinking.
Yeah. I just love being drunk. It's crazy, but
that's real. No, I believe that. No, that's fully real. And being your younger cousin growing up, I feel like that was just a known. I'm trying to remember when that hit me. Like, oh, that's what she does. And you're not 21 at this point. Like, you're 18. Like, even at 18, it's just like, oh, well, it's Thanksgiving. Like, Ryan's gonna be fucked up. Like, or and then, and it's not just you. At that time in our family's history, you're one of like 4 regular. Hey, they will be drinking at this event. I'm jealous. You know what I mean? 'Cause I'm like, 14 maybe at this point. I'm going into high school, and 4 Locos still have caffeine in them, and
And it's Christmas Eve, and it's 32 ounces of PBR wrapped in wrapping paper. So stupid.
So
but-
it wasn't really like, you didn't really have like a sit down intervention for until when? Like, did you ever have one of those, or was it just like?
I will say the one constant would be grandma. She would constantly be like, Mija, you don't need a drink. Please stop drinking. I'm praying for you. Like,
Yeah.
please
And
stop.
that's a big
drinking."
deal for grandma, because grandpa was such a.
Yeah. Alcoholic.
Yeah.
And she would give me pamphlets for recovery and all
That's
this
so
stuff.
sweet.
But I have some stories with her too. When I would get off work, I worked at Quick Trip. I would get off at 7 a.m. and I lived with her, and I would bring home Bud Light Platinum, and we would just get drunk. And it's funny and it was fun, but until she had a bad fall one
She
time.
fell, and I shit you not. We just talked about this recently too. I think the last time somebody was in the hospital, we were in the waiting room. We went to go see her, and she had one of those, like Tom and Jerry, where they bonk someone on the head.
The big unicorn. Yes. It was so
And
bad.
she was laughing, sitting up, talking, chilling, and we were like, "Damn, the platinums, no." So, damn, yeah. I guess I can remember all of that, and I feel like it was just one of those things. And this is so like horrible. It's like when there's someone like that in your life, and everyone's like, "Well, what do we do? Like, what is there to do? She has to make her own mistakes. She has to do this." And you made a few.
I made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
But one thing that really frustrates me, because I feel like maybe I would have stopped sooner. I got my first DWI. I graduated high school. I went to Tarleton, and I was drinking and driving there. I would used to drive home in the middle of the night drunk, and I ran through fences. I totaled cars.
Yeah.
But they caught me in the parking lot of Whataburger. I wasn't even driving the car.
Oh no! Really?
Yes.
That's your first one.
That was my
just
first
sitting
one.
in the car.
Sitting in the driver's seat, parked out front of Whataburger.
Changed the trajectory of your whole life. Like, you should have been pulled over when you were actually driving.
Yeah.
Maybe that would have scared
When I
you.
took over, like
Yeah.
I literally ran like one of barbed wire fence. Took it down in my mom's green Ford Focus, no tinted windows.
Hell,
And then reversed it and gets back on the main road.
a bard. Where even was it?
It's country out
Yeah.
there, like.
Oh, Tarleton.
And so embarrassing. But I get my DWI, and literally I go to court. It should sound really scary, but I paid like $1,500 probably. I went to court, signed a couple documents.
First one's like a freebie, or at least it used to be. When is this for you?
The Cowboys were playing Eagles in like the playoffs or something.
Tony
like
Romo?
that. Yeah, I don't know.
08, 09.
Yeah.
That sounds right. I was gonna say the first one's kind of like a freebie. Like, you wouldn't believe how many people have one
I
at
feel
least.
like it was January 10th. Yeah, like
Interesting.
2008.
So you go, you sign a couple papers. You don't have you don't have to get a breathalyzer at that point, do you? No. Just
Get
chill?
out of jail, walk out from CU. They let me out, and I just go about my life. You know?
The craziest. I don't remember how old I was. I think you were in. Somebody we know was either you or somebody else was living in grandma's back house, and there I had just gotten out of a manicure or pedicure, and I was wearing these really flat, the ones they give you after
Yeah, the colored ones.
Yeah, and then you and April were like, "Who went to jail?"
They had to have been orange.
I said, "April, you too?"
Did she?
She's the one that said, "Who went to jail?" I said, "What are you talking about?" Or maybe she just knows what they look like. But y'all two started laughing, and I was like, "No, I just got a pedicure." y'all were laughing, but so you went to jail.
I went to jail, but there wasn't like, I've been to jail. That's not even my first one. Oh, I skipped one story before I got a DWI.
Oh, please tell.
I got a PI,
What's that? Oh, okay.
public intoxication, but this one is bad. We were leaving a party. I was driving a car. Somehow the car from Haltom High School ended up in a brick wall.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I don't know. And I'm in the middle of the road. I think I have like a Four Locos, and then the fire department comes, and I'm like, they can't find the keys. They can't find anything, so they can only charge me with a PI.
Oh,
They take me to jail.
because they can't prove you were driving.
They can't prove I didn't have the keys. But the car's in the wall. I'm standing here drunk. I have a Four Locos. I'm like, and so they take me to jail.
Yeah.
And I'm too scared to call anybody. So I call my boss. I'm working at Boston Market, you know?
Oh my God, Boston Market.
Yeah. And my manager comes to get me out.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. That should have been a real awakening, right? Like, run into someone's brick wall.
So the brick wall was before the barbed wire.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. This is not funny. But I'm glad that you can look back and you're like,
Wow.
wow. So those two didn't do it. Mm-mm. You had a couple more I don't know the difference between DWI and DUI, but.
DWI is driving while intoxicated.
Right.
And my second one, I think, was on April 1st, 2011.
April Fools.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That one, too, I got in Stephenville as well. I think that's the time I had hit the fence. Then I tried to pull over, and I was like a mile from my apartment, and I get the tires obviously flat. I get pulled over. Mm-hmm. My roommate's about to get me, but by the time my roommate gets there, cops were behind me.
Damn.
So they take me to jail. But the crazy thing again, it's Erath County at Tarleton.
Yeah.
And I pay like another, I don't know, I'm probably exaggerating, but it was around like $1,500, sign a couple papers and walk out.
Yeah.
And
you were like, fuck it. Why not? Like, there's no real consequence here.
No.
Like, it's just, God damn. And do you think all of that, did you come home because of all that? Or,
From Tarleton?
yeah.
So I didn't graduate. I mean, obviously, I finished my first full year there.
Mm-hmm.
It was really bad. I was in communication class, and I would have to like shotgun beers to go give a speech.
Did you have like withdrawal symptoms if you didn't drink? Was it like a everyday, all the time kind of thing?
I don't think there was really a time that I wasn't drinking.
So you couldn't
mean,
even tell, like,
I mean, I would not drink like at work
yeah.
but at school, like that's all we did.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, even me and everybody else at UNT, that was priority number one, was finding something to drink.
I think I did have to come back. I think I got my second one, so I guess I was still the first. I can't really remember the timeline that far, but I knew I was in an apartment with some of my high school friends. Yeah, and then my parents had to come pick me up. I had to break that lease. So disappointed a lot of people because, you know, my parents had to help me with that, the school payments, all that.
Yeah.
And I came home.
Oh, that happened to me. I locked myself in my apartment room door and like took all my Zoloft or something, and I had to break that lease and come home.
Yeah.
So we all God. Oh, so at that point, you still don't have a wake up call because like everybody leaves college. Like, there's a lot of people that don't finish college. It's not like a life ending, ruining situation. At this point, still nobody has like, besides grandma, like sat you down and is like, Ryan, what are we doing?
Yeah, I would say. I think probably my parents were like, well, you need to chill out.
Well, what would you think? You're just like, no, like, fuck it. I'm only 20.
I didn't think I had a problem.
Really?
I honestly thought this was normal.
Yeah,
like,
or you were just a bad driver.
Or I was just unlucky a couple times. I mean, there were so many times, like, I was coming home from S4 one night in the middle of the night, ran out of gas on the freeway, and we're pushing the car because we're trying to get home, or, like, all kinds of crazy stories that we're doing, just drinking and driving, and it wasn't really, like, I'm like, okay, I've only been caught twice, and I've been doing this every day for how long,
Yeah, that makes sense.
It got to a point where I was drinking before I would go to work. So before I stopped, I was like on an overnight shift for work. At this point, I'm working at QT I was there for a while, I think.
Yeah.
And I was a manager. I had to work overnight, but it got to a point where, like, we drink on Monday. I had to go drink Tuesday night because we just turned up on Tuesday.
Right, turn up Tuesdays.
But I think I had to go to work. I was on my way to work, and I get into a car wreck.
Is this the big one?
This is my third DWI.
The last one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you had 4.
So I have a PI and 3.
Oh, okay.
3 DWIs.
Okay. My bad. Okay, so just before you finish how that all happened, I remember my mom getting a call and is like, Ryan's missing. It's her birthday. Her birthday just happened, and Ryan's missing, and we don't know where she is. And, like, I don't know if we go to grandma's or, like, something. I barely remember, but it ended up you were in jail. And that was when you were driving on the way to work. Mm-hmm. So that's the last one, obviously. Mm-hmm. What happened?
Well, this one I'm like really embarrassed. I mean, I'm embarrassed by all of them, but this one, so I'm driving to work, and I guess I like hit a car, who hits another car, who hit another car. So there's like 3 kind of cars. My car is like totaled by this point, and I'm over here by Hanley Etterville by the train station.
Okay.
And I guess like instantly I didn't sober up, but you kind of feel like you do.
Yeah.
So I exit, and I'm like, oh, shit.
Like your car's fucked up.
I'm not going to be able to get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't even worried about everybody else. I'm just like,
damn.
I got to go. So I try to go, and I get into the parking lot of the train station, and I'm like, okay, this isn't going to work. So now what do I do? Like,
Yeah.
should I run? Should I go across the street? Which way would I go? But then I get surrounded by cops, and the cop wasn't able to arrest me in their jurisdiction.
Oh.
So then they're holding me, and then the right cops come, and then they arrest me. And then after that, and after I sobered up, I think my dad came, picked me up, and took me to his house, and I hit a car that had a family in it. They were probably a couple, like 22, 23. They had 2 kids in the car.
Damn.
Another, like, single driver and another single driver. And it's just like, whoa.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
That's not a brick wall or a barbed wire. Like, it's, you know, it's people.
And somebody's kids.
Yeah.
And I think I got off easy on that one, too. No, I wouldn't say easy. I could have been charged for a hit and run. I could have been charged for so much
I was just
stuff.
about to ask about that. Hit and run.
But somehow I got
Serious
charged
business.
for my third DWI, which becomes a felony.
Yep.
And at this point, I had to make a decision.
Yeah.
So I didn't get really... The way I got sober wasn't because I wanted to. It's more that, like, I had to.
Yeah.
So I had signed, like, a contract. I accepted a probation. Tarrant County has FAPE. So it's FAIP, Felony Alcohol Intervention Program.
Okay.
I don't know if that's still going around, but it's 4 years over 7 years. And it's really, really, really intense.
It's like alcohol testing or drug testing all the time, or breathalyzer with the I remember you had a breathalyzer with the camera. And that was
Yeah.
way before little cameras in the car, like dash
Yeah.
cams or anything like that. So was that all part of it?
So it's kind of broken down into phases, and like your first phase, you're monitored. So like every Monday, you have to go to court. You have to get an ankle monitor put on. You have to visit your probation officer. You have to take a drug test, and you have to go to court. And you have to go to 90 meetings in 90 days. You have
Yeah.
to work 40 hours, and you can't drive.
Damn.
So
Was that when you were? I remember taking you to a job interview somewhere. Was that all around that time? It was right after all of that happened, and you were having a hard time finding a job just because of your new status.
Well, I got, I somehow, before everything had got on my record, I walked into Chipotle.
Oh, okay.
And I had interviewed, and they hired me. And the way everything had lined up, like, I mean, the day I went to go sign, I got taken to jail for 10 days. But since I had a job, they let me out. I just had to serve 10 days.
Okay.
And then I had to go overnight. But they let me out to work.
Interesting.
But I don't know, like, how the timeline... I didn't expect this to turn out to be my career.
Yeah, you're still there. I was about to say, like,
12
totally.
years.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
And you worked your way up, and you did it. And God, I remember everybody was so proud of you. Like, we went to your first store in Lakeward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember going to that, and you were sweeping. And I got pictures of you.
Yeah.
So you got into Chipotle. You did the program for what's 4 over 7 years mean?
So this is where I think it got really real for me. So I had to, like, you know, you have to go to 90 meetings in 90 days. And I still have friends that I talk to today. I used to go because I had to get my paper signed.
Sure.
I would sit in the corner. I was pissed off. I hated the world. I hated everybody in there. I thought they were stupid.
Yeah.
And then, you know, after going and going and going, I'm like, oh, this is actually kind of cool. Like,
Yeah, like you pay attention and,
Yeah.
you know, people talking and sharing. It's really, I was in a few, like, when you're in the clink, there's a side if you want to go to, like, NA or AA or whatever. And I was like, Why not? Like,
Yeah.
see what these people are talking about. And it's really real. Like, people have similar stories to you, and you connect with them. And
start to care about people.
Yeah. Yeah. I was about to say, because this is like your first time in years and years being like sober for a decent amount of time, and your emotions start to come back, and some not great, and some like overwhelmingly like, I don't know, because I remember talking to some people and they were like, God, I stopped doing drugs, and then something minorly sad happened and I just started bawling. And
I
like,
cry all the time.
Yeah, that shit's
It's real. I'm very emotional. I think people look at me and don't think that.
Yeah.
I think I've always put off like a tough front,
Yeah.
but I'm very emotional.
Yeah. So how was that? You did it all. You don't have a breathalyzer in your car now. I know that, but like,
Well,
how did that all?
What the first 3 months, you're doing all that stuff, and like I said, you can't drive for the first full year. And so in the meetings and through like counseling, like there's so much stuff that I had to do, and I met my friend who was in this program. We became really good friends, and so we were talking a lot, but her circumstances were a little different. Like, thankfully, I had a lot of people who were around me to support me,
Yeah.
to take me to where I needed to be. She didn't have that support, so she was driving.
No. Yeah.
And the thing is, when they can call you randomly to go to court on Monday, if you like can't say your steps, if you can't pass the drug, like they put the only consequences, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
So she got caught driving the first year. The probation office can show up randomly at your house. They showed up randomly at her house, and they took her right then and there. So that 4/7 means she's in prison. She has to serve 7 years.
Dead ass.
Yeah. And I haven't kept up with her. I mean, we did for a little bit. My mom and my dad, they would take me up there to go see her.
And that could have been you.
It could have been me.
Easy for any, like, if you had drank once or if you had, damn.
And I think knowing that, like, but I also think my probation officer, she was like a human. She didn't treat me like a number.
Sure.
She
yeah.
didn't treat me like a stat, like, or like this is just her job. She really, like, I think invested time in me, and she was very patient with me. So she made me feel like I can do this.
Do you think your age had something to do with that?
Being young.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a lot of the program. I think I was the youngest one in it.
Oh, yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah.
20, you said you were 24. It was your 24th birthday.
I turned 24, yeah.
Okay.
And, oh, no, I turned 24. I drank on my birthday. When they couldn't find me, yeah, I was in jail. But then I think on my birthday, I had snuck out of my dad's house and went to the bar
Oh, okay.
on a bicycle. Overtime. The Overtime Sports Bar and Grill.
Overtime? God, that part's so gross.
Yeah, it was very, but it's just it was so fun.
So, was it hard? Like, I know, like, with that looming 7 years and not just jail, like prison.
I couldn't do it. I did 10 days in jail, and I hate myself for saying this. Like, I knew I was going to get out, so
It wasn't that bad.
it wasn't that bad.
Right.
And was very fortunate that my parents gave me money going in there, so I could drink a
Get
Coke,
some ramen noodles.
get
yeah.
some candy, all
Yeah,
that stuff.
Just hang out,
Yeah,
sleep.
exactly.
Yeah.
And
You're
But-
gay, so it's
that scared me a little, the taking a shot. Like, I was a
Yeah.
little scared. I did learn how to play some cards, spades.
yeah.
It was a little scary, but like I said, I knew I was
It's
going to
just
get
jail,
out.
though.
So
Jail is a
yeah.
lot different, I bet, than prison is.
I couldn't do it.
You're about to be someone's bitch or whatever they say.
I could not do it.
So you have that looming over you. You're 24. All your friends are drinking. I remember your friends. That's what we would do. The vodka in the hookah
Yeah.
type shit. The keg stands.
Yeah.
Did you lose all of them very quickly?
I had to.
Yeah.
I had to. I invested myself into Chipotle. I needed 40 hours. They told me if I didn't have a job, they were going to send me to a barn to scoop poop until I found a job.
Dead ass? Like government?
No, like my probation.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to do that. So like, I'm like, I need as many hours as I could get. That's all I did. I worked
Yeah.
and I came home. I ate so much candy, and it didn't make sense, but I think because alcohol dissolves into sugar, that's what I found out.
Yeah, they say even like ex-drug addicts too. It's you replacing something with something else, and sugar you can get addicted to.
And that's all
Yeah.
just candy and energy drinks.
Erica's the same way. Erica, she's over a year now, but as soon as she stopped drinking, was candy.
It's-
So you don't have a ton of friends anymore. You're working. You're going home. You're eating candy.
I will say I did gain some friends. So
Yeah.
my experience with AA, I hated it, and it turned out to be probably some of the best people that I've ever met
Yeah.
in my life.
Do you still go?
I haven't been in a really long time. I do occasionally reach out to some people and talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what got me through 4 years was building those relationships with them in the room. They don't judge you.
Yeah.
They want nothing but the best for you.
Yeah.
You know, they just help you like talk through problems. They're there to support you. They're almost there anytime, any day. I remember I started freaking out at work one day because I had to make a margarita. And no one at work understood, like, I can't make this margarita.
I remember Chipotle used to have margaritas. Yeah.
And I had to mix it, and I was like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I want nothing to do with it. I can't touch it. I don't want to smell it. I don't want,
Yeah.
It was hard.
Do you still have that trouble being around? Because I know we have parties and stuff, like your wife's birthday, and people are drinking, and they're passing around. They're not just drinking, they're holding a bottle and walking around with it. Is that
Yeah.
tough, or did that get easier?
I will say one thing that I really adore about my wife and her family and my family and all my close friends, I do feel like they understand sobriety is like my number one.
Yeah.
Like they all protect it. Like
Sure.
if we go out and someone like sees like a beer close to me or something like that, they're gonna make sure that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think they make it as important because it's something that they know.
Well, I remember that was the biggest thing. Like my mom too. When you were, going through your rough times, like right before you got sober, that's all we wanted for you was that. And I remember mom crying one time about it. It was one of those times where you got into an accident or ran into the wall or something like that, and it's just like, well, damn, because at that young, when you're going that hard, statistically,
You're gonna end up dead.
you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, wow, seeing you now, it's 12 years. Like, I cannot believe it's been 12 years.
I didn't think I was gonna stay sober, but again, I think it was a lot of the AA and the community, and I think the biggest thing around that is they kind of helped me see like I just need to live a life where I'm honest, I try to do the right thing, and if I live by that, like mostly everything else just falls into place.
Yeah. And so you found other things. When did you start running? Because you run like actual like 26 point whatever marathons, which is fucking nuts. I feel like we're not an athletic based family.
I had to find something to do. I had a lot of time. It was a little bit after I got sober because the park by your mom's house.
Yeah.
So I lived,
Okay, yeah.
you remember where my dad lives? So we didn't live
Yeah.
too far. I would run there and I would do the little loop and then come back. And I found out about a half marathon.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm going to run a half marathon.
Oh, period.
So if you look up half marathons, I don't want to quote the wrong thing, but it's like a really small statistic that people complete a half marathon.
Yeah. I
So-
would. There's no way on earth. Like, you're the only person. You and. Does Angelo do marathons?
Yeah, he's done a half marathon. He's
Really?
done a full marathon.
You two are the only one in my big like knowledge base of people. Very small. I believe that fully. So that's something that keeps you busy, and you have your job. You've moved up so much in Chipotle.
Well, the whole reason I got into the running was because I was like, I've done so much bad, and I've did all these things that all these people know of, like bad. I want to be something positive.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be a part of this statistic, and that's
Yeah.
I didn't only do the half. Then I went and did the full 26.
How many have you done so far?
11
11 full.
11 halves,
Oh, okay.
2 fulls,
Period.
and then 1 of the 32 miles.
God damn.
That one tore me up.
I saw this TikTok of them the Cordona 250 miles over
Oh.
4 days.
No. I don't even think I have another full marathon.
Really?
I can stick to halves. But.
Okay, yeah. That's awesome. I love that for you. And it's so crazy. It's like I've done so much bad. Like you say that, and it's like you were only 20. Like some people go their whole like I imagine a like alternate timeline where you got away with a couple of those and you drank and drank and drank and you didn't get sober. You didn't get your third DUI until you're 40, and you know you've just been getting by. Are you kind of not glad that all happened, but glad that it happened so early?
100%.
Yeah.
I'm 100% glad it happened. I hate the way that it happened.
Yeah.
And I hate the fact that, like, I hurt so many people along the way. But I am so thankful the way things turned out, because if I would have lived to be 40 years old and still doing the same thing, I imagine myself to be really, one, maybe not here, but two, I think I would be really miserable.
Miserable, lonely, sad, no relationships,
Very.
cirrhosis type shit.
Yeah.
Like, for real. And I'm so, because 24, you have your entire, I know if you're 24 right now and you think the world is, everything's over, it's like, oh my God, I'm about to be 25 and then I'm going to be 30. It's like you have your whole entire, like, even now, for me at 30, going to be 32, I'm like, oh, I have so much to do. I have
So much. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Big. What else was I going to say? Moving up at work. Tell me about, you met your wife at work.
Yeah.
And she was younger than you. Was
We're
she
6 years apart.
really?
Yeah. She's 30, I'm 36.
I thought okay.
Fun fact, her parents are 6 years apart too.
Period. Love that. Fun fact. Was it hard dating when you were that young and you're like, hey, by the way, I'm sober and I can't drink ever or forever?
And if you get in my car, I have a breathalyzer that's going to take a picture. And you cannot bring any alcohol in the house.
Yeah.
And somebody randomly might show up and knock on the door and need me to take a
So
drug
you met her
test.
during the 4-year
Oh,
situation?
yeah.
Really?
I was 2 years in.
Wow, what a trooper.
Was it hard? It was probably, if you ask her, it was really hard for her.
Yeah.
But I think for me, I was still like, I have to do this. I have to do this. This is the one thing I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna go to jail. I'm gonna pass this probation.
Yeah.
So, like, literally, like, I went in saying like this is a non-negotiable.
Yeah.
And she was very supportive, and she still is very supportive today. And
Yeah.
I think she made everything easier.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I wanted to. We're so alike, and growing up, I looked up to you, and I always. Here's that joke again that I told you at your wedding. Like, we're tomboys. We've always been tomboys.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, we were a hand-me-downs based family. And all year, you were really into basketball in middle school, 8th grade. I got your hand-me-downs. I got your basketball shorts. And I always joke that you made me gay because I was wearing tomboy stuff. I was wearing all your tomboy clothes. And I know we talked, I feel like I remember one big conversation we had. I don't know if it was right before all that happened, because before your third DWI, I had my license and you had a standard car. And none of your friends knew how to drive it, and you would ask me to hang out with you guys, drive you around. It was fun for me at the time. I know that sounds kind of... It sounds horrible, like, in hindsight. Like, I'm 17, probably 16 or 17, and, driving around going to concerts with you. But I got to go to concerts. I got to wait outside of bars with
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne. I tell this story all the time. It's like you brought in a plastic flask to get past the metal detectors.
And they took it away from me, right?
You are going around asking people for a hit of their joint to trade a shot out of your flask for a hit of their joint. And you raised up the flask like, yes, because it was like a big song was happening. And security guards, and bless them, they just took it away from you. They just grabbed it and took it away. They didn't kick you out or anything, but they just grabbed it and took it away. But
I crashed out, probably.
So growing up, it was like, everybody knew you had this problem. And it's something that I was like, well, I don't know if I'm close enough. You've invited me into your home. I stayed with you. I went all your parties that you had at the little house next to Grandma. And it's like, well, I don't know if I'm in a position to sit
say
down
something.
and say something to her. Like, I'm so much younger than her, and what do I know about anything? And like, if I was her, I'd be like, shut the fuck up, teeny bopper. Like, you're 17. Like, what the fuck do you know? But I don't remember if this was before or after you got sober, but we were talking about you in so many not so words, like, were you gay or not? And you were like, well, what? How am I going to bring somebody to Thanksgiving? Or how am I going to... I don't know if you remember this conversation. It was like... And I said, Ryan, you could bring home a fucking goldfish in a goldfish bowl and say, this is the love of my life. And as long as you're safe and happy and... You're probably already so... I don't remember if this was a drunken conversation or not. It might have been. And you just started crying. We just cried together. And... But still, we never said... gay or like you like girls or anything like that. Was that something you were trying to like
Run from?
Yeah,
100%.
drink about?
I think because I talk to Maddie about this too, and I'm always like, you know, I was drinking so much because I just felt free. I felt like I could be me, do whatever I want. So it gave me the confidence to do that stuff. But then if I'm sober, it's like I wasn't able to say like, hey, this is what I wanted or this is what I liked or
Yeah,
anything like that. And it's sad. It's very sad. To say that. And
yeah.
I wish so much that things were different sometimes, and maybe if people knew that I was gay or if they knew that I had a problem with drinking. I'm not saying this about you.
Right,
I'm
sure.
saying like
There was many other adults around. Yeah.
that they would, you know.
Yeah.
I think today even I struggle with that. Like if I see somebody like having a problem, do I say something to me? Like I feel like sometimes I don't ever want to say anything because it's like, oh, since you're sober, you think this, and that, and it's like
High and mighty.
No, I don't care. I want people to live the life they want, but I have been on the bad side and I have been on the good side, and I will never trade what I have today for what I used to do.
Yeah. It's a big deal. Well, I'm really proud of you. I know everybody's proud of you. Our family especially is so proud of you. We did I love that this year your birthday was about your birthday and not so much, you're sober. After I remember your big 10-year one was a big deal, 10 years sober. Ryan turns 10. I remember. That was a good one. So 10 years now, would you say it's easier?
Like I said, I feel like I've seen what it is. You know, I can go to the store today, right now. I could just walk out of here. I could go to the store, buy a beer, and drink it if I wanted to. But I know what's going to happen. And I think I just tried to never let myself forget that. I'm not somebody that socially likes to drink. I don't even like the way it tastes.
Yeah.
I'm drinking to get drunk.
Get fucked up.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to forget. I don't want to feel. So I think I know I am very happy. I have been very successful in my career.
Mm-hmm.
I got somebody to marry me, which is crazy.
Period.
We have a house. We have a dog
Nice
and a
ass
cat.
house. And a jet ski. Do you still have that jet ski?
No, we don't have a jet ski.
Damn.
But we live a life where, we just are able to do what we want. That whatever that makes us happy, we don't have to ask.
And you're not missing out on anything.
No.
You're really not.
No.
I promise you, you're not.
I don't think so. And it's just like, I feel like I can go and I can go out to a bar. I can listen to music and I don't get like this urge that I want to drink. I know early on in probably 5, 6, 7, 8 years, sometimes I still struggle. I was in counseling all last year, and I still will call her if I need to.
Good. Everybody should be in therapy.
But she really helped me learn how to try to get in touch with my emotions and how to communicate them, because I'm really bad at that.
Yeah.
And sometimes I feel
that's a Santos thing. I think it's in our blood. We
It
just
is so hard.
don't like talking about it. It's so hard to, hey, I have this issue with you. Let's talk it out.
Yeah.
That's something I think our generation has had to
Learn
on our own completely.
I think I just let it build up, and then I snap, and then sometimes I think that would probably be the only time where I'm if I'm so feeling too many emotions or just so angry or something. But I really haven't been like that. I feel so much peace, and I'm able to have conversations, and I don't really let things get to me the way I used to.
So what other things do you do that you started to get into? Did it take you a long time to develop these hobbies like running and like I know that you and Maddie do craft stuff. Do you?
Maddie does craft stuff.
Yes.
I'm the so like in my head I was like, that's the company, like I'm here for
Maddie.
a good time.
Yeah.
But that actually means I do have to clock in,
Right.
set up the tent,
Yeah.
talk to people. I love it. I love going to the farmer's market because
Yeah.
I got so consumed with my job. Like I feel like it took over my life, and I felt like
Yeah.
for a while I just like I was a runner and I worked and I was married, like me and Maddie.
Yeah.
And I had to like, I'm a person, I'm a human, like
Yeah, that's
what
really
do I like? That's why I think I told you recently, like, let's go rock climbing. Let me find
Let's do something.
something that
Let's hang out. Yeah.
And yeah, I think I go to the markets. I started like talking to other people, like talking to just random customers that come in.
So you're getting more confident.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Even now, like I feel like that you can develop these things so whenever. You know what I mean? Like, how does it feel?
It feels good. It feels really good. I'm getting really a lot more back into running, and I was supposed to be going to see your brother on the 31st.
Oh, for the
I was gonna run a half marathon there, but I sprained my ankle.
Is that what you were training for? In
Yeah.
those videos?
So my goal is to do the BMW half marathon. But so like I've ran a lot, but I've never like fully trained.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do the training plan 3 times this year.
And you're putting it on TikTok to like keep yourself in it. Yeah.
So first it was a joke, and I was like,
Really?
okay, I'm gonna just see. And then I was like, oh, and I just tell myself this, and I tell Maddie, my fans, they need to make sure I ran or I got my run in. I have to go run.
Yeah.
And so it was helping. Well, I did like seven full weeks, I think. No, 6 full weeks.
And then you started
And then-
the TikToks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I fell and RIP, but I think I'm getting back to normal. So
With going back to getting sober I thought you were 23. Am I making that up?
So 23, I got my 3rd DWI. My last day drinking was on my 23rd, or like the day of before my birthday. I had went out.
Yeah.
I rode my bike to the bar, and I got drunk. I woke up. Maybe it was the first day after my 24th birthday.
I was going to ask you more about like how our family affected your drinking, but I feel like that can get into.
Well, that's what I was kind of saying without trying to say it, is that
Yeah.
I do feel like me being gay played a lot into that. But I don't-
That's what, girl, you coming out first.
Well, I didn't even come out when I was like, I was sober for like 2 years. Me and Maddie were together for a year. And obviously, like, we're together, but like,
She's coming around.
I couldn't say, she was showing up for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And, this is my roommate. Because I was so terrified to say girlfriend.
What? So you didn't officially come out, but everybody knew, but like grandma, right? Like.
I think that's, and then I think after like a year, like, so I met Maddie, and she was working at Chipotle, I was working at Chipotle. She came to an interview. She was going to start working. She wanted to start working or at the new location that I was going to open. That's how we met.
Oh.
And I swear, this sounds so like corny.
Yeah.
But like we met, and I was like, oh, like, I think I like her.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, let me see what's going on.
Yeah.
And so we started talking, and then we were like inseparable.
Really?
Since, like, that's how it like happened.
Was she the first person you like dated outside of? I remember you had a couple of, like to me, and I don't know if anybody else, like some girls when you were in high school or whatever, like that were just like, damn, they hang out a lot.
Yeah, she's I would say, like, because I'm with this being sober, like, and all
Right,
of
that it,
that,
like, counted.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it was really hard, and it was unfair to her that I wasn't,
Yeah.
able to say, like, hey, this is my girlfriend, like, and it's not that I was like ashamed or anything. It's just like I just felt
What, like it was nobody's business?
no, like I just felt like the whole family's gonna X me out. I don't know. nobody ever said that it wasn't okay. It just felt like it wasn't okay.
Yeah. Well, because it wasn't the norm. Like, everybody's, getting pregnant and having boyfriends.
Yeah,
and,
we're going to get married.
Yeah.
We're going to get a house and we're going to have kids.
Yeah.
And I genuinely thought that's what my life was going to be.
Yeah.
So I would probably still be drunk if that was my life, for sure.
Yeah. Well, it was a big deal for our family for you to get married, because we don't do that either. We I feel like the last big marriage before yours was what, my mom's? Like, I don't know.
Is she? Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah?
the year you were born almost.
That's crazy.
So we don't do that either. So for you to get married to a girl, it was a big deal to tell our grandma, who love her to death, but she's 94 now. So this was what, like 4 years ago you got married? Mm-hmm. And telling someone who's almost 90 years old, super Catholic, super, married to a, guy that's in and out of, being an alcoholic, bipolar, unmedicated, stuck it out through thick and thin, like that kind of, for you to tell her, and it became a big old fiasco, and then she did coming to the wedding. I think
Thanks to you.
Yeah, me and my mom.
You and your mom.
Yeah, we went and talked to her, and it's so funny, like, you having that, it was a very negative thing at first.
It was really difficult. Like, this was like a really happy time in my life. I started to feel very confident. Me and Maddie made a decision, like, we knew we were gonna get married, but we're gonna be in a place where financially, like,
a nice wedding.
we're gonna do whatever we
Babes cater.
want. Yeah. But like, not having to ask,
Yeah.
like, I didn't want to depend on anything, so we wanted to be in a place where, like,
Yeah.
we could do this on our own. And I just wanted, like, I'm the one that wanted, like, a big wedding.
Mm-hmm.
She would have been fine going to, like,
Courthouse or
destination wedding.
okay, period.
But it was kind of like, I always, like, that is something that I wanted. I wanted, like, a big party. I wanted to celebrate. And,
Yeah, it's our culture.
Yeah. But I think Grandma was all okay with the situation. She
Yeah.
loved Maddie. She was,
Yeah.
I love Maddie. I love Maddie. I love Maddie. And then we told her we're getting married. And it was like, oh, you can't do that.
She
That's
hadn't heard
not allowed.
she hadn't heard the news from 2015 where it's legal now. For like 10 years legal now.
So today I can laugh about it, but that was a very,
I remember
very
that.
hard time.
That was tough because she wasn't going to come, or I don't know if you didn't invite her because it was such like a no. You know, she does her no.
And I am so thankful that she showed up that day.
Yeah, because I remember, because we were just like gonna just surprise y'all with it, because I was like, oh, she's not gonna not want her there, and that's what I told Grandma too. Like, Grandma, when's the next time Ryan's getting married? I was like, Ryan's getting married. like not
Crazy
to, like,
that I'm the first one. Like, you would, when you think about it, it's like,
there's so many of us,
What?
and you would
Like-
think like. And I'm like, Grandma, you remember we didn't think Ryan was going to make it almost for a second there. I was like, she's getting married. She's sober for so long now. She's getting married to a nice girl. You know, like, wow. Can we just, like, I said, just forget about all of that for one day. Go up there and be there for her. Because Ryan, I said, Grandma, you're the only one out of the family I think that Ryan, would die if you weren't there, But that was a big deal. And for me, now, when I told Grandma a few months ago, probably around 6 I think I texted you about it. Mm-hmm. I told her that I was getting married, low-key already married, but have been married, but that we were going to get married. And a 180 difference of how immediate, like, it didn't take her but 2 seconds to smile.
Yeah.
And was like, wow, yay, I love Erica. Where is she? Why isn't she here? And I was like, it made me sad for you, because I was like, damn, like, and I'm glad we got to that point where it's like, now you can hold Maddie's hand at I remember one time before when me and Erica first started dating, it was somebody's birthday or something at Grandma's house, and my hand, Erica was sitting next to me, I put my hand on her knee, and then Grandma got up and like sat next to me, like looked at me,
Blocked you.
and was like, and Erica moved and she sat where Erica was sitting or something like that.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, it made me sad for you, but it also made me happy. Like, if it wasn't for you, what if I was the first one doing this? How would that conversation have been then? And God forbid, fucking Allie.
And I think it was really difficult, but it's crazy that I'm about to say this too. I feel like there has to be like a generational like change. Like we like, you know, and I feel like it's okay that it didn't go the way I wanted. I'm very thankful that she's still part of she's in our lives today. She loves Maddie. Like we go over there, we see her, like, so that moment sucked, but like for you and it not, you don't have to experience that, or for Allie or for anybody else. Like I do feel like it made me see, like, yeah, we can just make a difference.
Yeah, just,
you know,
just
like,
do it.
Yeah.
Well, what's gonna happen? You know what I mean? Like, what? She's still gonna be there, and she's still gonna love you. It just took her a little second.
She's gonna be okay.
And I think she's just honestly probably like, and I wish that she was a little more cognitive to like notice this. And I'm sure she does in her own way, but like, her daughters had such tumultuous relationships and relationships with alcohol or drugs or whatever, and it's just like, wow, like this generation is like, we're all doing pretty good.
I
like
think we're like, I am so proud because I feel like we're all like aware and we're like not afraid to like seek a counselor, to get help, to know like you don't have to say yes to everything, to know like, you know, like it's okay.
We don't have to hold a grudge either. Like we don't have to, just so many things that we learned just from like watching in our childhood, like, oh, like things don't have to be like this, or like, oh, if you're in a relationship like that, you don't have to be. And oh man, we joke sometimes like about our family when we're at Thanksgiving or something, and it's like, what's with everybody? Like, it's just, I feel like we've connected so much in the last couple of years, and it does help that we're both gay and we're both married and we're both, you know how to use technology. I feel like we're such a small like subset of like people in our family, and Angela too, like, and Allie when he's around. Like, I just love that we can be together how we can be together, even if it's not like the most, you know, you see these like, oh, like these TikTok family Thanksgiving or family Christmas, and they're all doing games and like they're all doing stuff, and it's like, I you know, I wish it was like that sometimes, but
we did get better this year.
We did get better this year. We did some crafts. So, like you said, if we want it to happen, we're the Theas now. Like, except we're not having no kids, but we're the Theas now. But that's awesome. I wanted to talk to you about this for so long, because it's like, you're like, oh, I don't know what to say, or I'm nervous. Like, we have so much to say and so much to talk about and so much in common. Like, I swear to God, you were like the coolest person to me growing up, and I wanted to be just like you. And even though it's like, okay, yeah, she drank and stuff, but I was like, she's still cool. Like, she's still the coolest, and she doesn't have a boyfriend either, and I'm cool. No, honestly, because it was like all my little white friends have boyfriends in 7th grade. I was like, well, Ryan didn't, so I'm okay. You were like my standard of like, at what point, like in my, you know, bloom should I be at? Like, I don't know if that makes sense. I was just like, well, if Ryan's doing it, it's all right. Well, congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
Just on everything. Keep doing it. Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah.
You're doing a lot of good things.
We're chilling. It's not so bad. Life's really not that bad. I'm having a good time, and you said you're having a good time.
I'm having a great time. I'll be having a better time when we go rock climbing.
Yes. Oh my God, Dee Dee, if you're listening, come back from Prague. She moved to Prague for 2 months.
How long has it been now? Well, when
couple
she
weeks.
Gets back, she's gonna take us.
When she gets back, we can go without her. But I love you, Dee Dee. She listens to all these. Well, all right. I was going to say, do you have any, like, if someone's listening and they are struggling with anything, I know you had a looming 7 years in prison. And I know that's a really good
start.
That's a really good
motivator.
What would you say? What's your deal?
Hey,
I'm drinking every night. I love to party. I'm driving.
I don't know. I think it's really hard when it comes to this because I feel like that person has to be ready to like receive that information.
Yeah.
Because for me it took that, but for others their bottom could be 1,000 times worse.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest thing is sometimes people don't know where to go or where to start or how to start, or they're too afraid to ask for help. But I think there's always like this, they feel like they're going to be judged or people are going to see them differently. And I don't think we have to be afraid of that. I think it's okay to ask for help.
Yeah.
And know that you're not doing it alone.
Yeah.
And there's many different ways to try to get sober
Nowadays,
today.
especially, yeah. 100%. Well, Ryan, I appreciate you coming by. I'm so glad we got to do this.
Me too. I'm
Yeah.
so nervous.
Well, it's over now. Thanks for listening and keep it sleazy.